Let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a cycle working tirelessly, doing everything you can to make ends meet, yet still feeling like you're stuck? It's frustrating, isn't it? You've tried cutting back on expenses, picked up side gigs, and followed every piece of advice that promises financial freedom. Yet the debt is still there. The savings are still low. And that dream of financial freedom feels just out of reach. You might have even started wondering, is it just me? Why does everyone else seem to be thriving while I'm barely staying afloat? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people are stuck in the same cycle, working harder but seeing fewer results. And here's the tough truth. It's not about working harder, it's about how you think. What if I told you that the real reason you're struggling isn't about how much time you put in or how hard you work, but about the way you think? What if the biggest barrier between where you are right now and the life you dream of is your own mindset? The way you think about money, success, and your future is what's truly holding you back. Today, we're going to uncover the secret behind how your thoughts shape your financial reality and how changing your thinking is the first step toward creating a life of financial freedom. Changing your mindset isn't a magic trick, it's a process of shifting how you see opportunities, challenges, and most importantly, how you see yourself in the world of wealth. Think about it for a second. What you believe about money directly affects your relationship with it. The thoughts and beliefs you hold on to about money, wealth, and success are like the filters through which you view your financial world. If you see money as something scarce, something hard to come by, then that's exactly what you'll attract: scarcity. But if you can learn to shift your thinking to a place of abundance, opportunities will start to show up in ways you never imagined. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to completely transform the way you think about money, how to let go of limiting beliefs that are holding you back, and how to start taking actionable steps toward a future of financial freedom. So, if you're ready to break free from that cycle of struggle, to shift your mindset, and start making smarter decisions that will set you on the path to financial success, stay tuned. The journey to changing your thinking starts right now. Let's be real for a second. Financial struggles are something most of us can relate to at some point in our lives. You've been there working tirelessly, putting in the hours, trying to make ends meet, and yet, at the end of the month, it feels like you're no closer to achieving your financial goals. Maybe you've even started to wonder, am I doing something wrong? Is this just the way it's going to be forever? There's a sense of frustration that comes with watching your bank account stay the same, no matter how hard you work. The bills pile up. The emergency expenses always seem to hit when you least expect it. And despite your best efforts to save, there's always something that drags your progress back to square one. But here's the hard truth. The cycle you're stuck in isn't just because of circumstances, it's because of a combination of beliefs and habits that have been built over time. From the way you were raised, to how society views wealth, to your own past experiences with money, these factors are shaping the way you handle your finances now. And if you're still thinking the same way you did before, then it's no surprise your financial situation hasn't changed. You've probably been taught things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or the rich are lucky, they've just had it easier. These beliefs create walls around your mind that make it harder to see the possibilities that exist outside of your current reality. What if I told you that this mindset is actually one of the biggest barriers to your financial freedom? Because as long as you believe that money is scarce, or that only the lucky few can truly prosper, your ability to create wealth will always be limited. Now, I'm not saying that life doesn't throw challenges at us. We all face tough times. There are economic downturns, unexpected bills, and plenty of setbacks along the way. But the key here is, the way you respond to these challenges matters more than the challenges themselves. Your mindset determines how you react when faced with obstacles. And if you approach financial struggles with a mindset of scarcity, you'll keep finding yourself trapped in the same patterns. Maybe you've told yourself things like, I'll never be able to save enough, or I'm just not good with money. These thoughts are the mental blocks that stop you from taking the steps you need to build wealth. The problem isn't your ability to earn money, it's your ability to manage it and grow it. Before we talk about the solution, we need to understand where you currently stand. The truth is, you may not even realize it, but your current mindset about money is likely the biggest thing holding you back. Have you ever wondered why, despite all your hard work and your best intentions, the financial success you want still feels so far away? It's because of the mental barriers you've built over time, beliefs you've picked up from childhood, from society, from your environment. These beliefs shape how you handle money, how you view opportunities, and ultimately, how you decide what is possible for you. Take a moment and think about the way you were raised. What did you hear about money growing up? Maybe it was something like, money doesn't grow on trees, or only the lucky few get rich. These statements, while often well-meaning, can create deep-seated beliefs that money is scarce or that wealth is something out of reach for the average person. And without even realizing it, these beliefs are coloring every decision you make. Maybe you've also heard messages that money is bad or that those who have a lot of it are somehow selfish or corrupt. Or perhaps you grew up in an environment where money was a constant source of stress, where you saw your parents struggle to make ends meet, or where you constantly worried about bills and financial stability. If any of this resonates with you, you've likely internalized a scarcity mindset, the belief that there is never enough money to go around. Now here's where things get tricky. The way you think about money right now is completely shaped by those early beliefs and experiences. And until you recognize and challenge these thoughts, you'll keep attracting the same results. But here's the game changer. You have the power to rewrite these beliefs. You can choose to change how you think about money and wealth. But that requires deep self-awareness. So, let's ask yourself a few questions to help bring this awareness to the surface. When you think about money, what's the first feeling that comes up? Is it anxiety, fear, or excitement? Do you believe there's enough money to go around, or do you often feel like there's never enough? Do you see financial success as something that is achievable for you, or do you think it's for others but not for you? These aren't easy questions to answer, but they are crucial. Your responses will reveal the underlying beliefs that are guiding your financial choices. And once you recognize what those beliefs are, you can begin to shift them. Remember, your mindset is not fixed. It's a collection of thoughts and beliefs that have been shaped over time, but you are the one in control. If you want to build wealth and achieve financial freedom, you have to start by believing that you can. That's the first step. Once you acknowledge your current mindset, you'll be in a much better position to reframe it, shift it, and ultimately use it to attract the financial success you want. So, let's take that first step together. Let's challenge your current beliefs about money. Because the first part of changing your financial reality starts with changing your mind. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful forces in shaping your financial future, your beliefs. You see, beliefs are not just abstract thoughts floating in your mind. They are the very lens through which you view the world. Every action, every decision you make, is based on the beliefs you hold about yourself and about money. But here's the most important thing you need to understand. Beliefs can be changed, and the moment you shift your beliefs, you begin to transform your entire reality. Think about it. What happens when you truly believe something is possible? You start to take different actions, you become more confident, you see opportunities where others see obstacles. That's the power of belief. It doesn't just influence how you think, it shapes your behavior and your outcomes. If you believe that money is scarce and only a few people get rich, your actions will reflect that belief. You'll approach money with hesitation, fear, and uncertainty. But when you shift that belief to one of abundance, everything changes. You'll start to act from a place of confidence and possibility. Now you might be thinking, how do I actually change my beliefs? How do I shift from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance? The answer starts with awareness. You first need to become aware of the beliefs that are currently limiting you. What are the stories you've been telling yourself about money? Do you believe that being wealthy is for other people, or that it's only possible through luck? If so, it's time to challenge those beliefs. Now let's dive into one of the most powerful concepts when it comes to money and success: the difference between abundance mentality and scarcity mentality. It's something that shapes your entire approach to wealth, and if you're not aware of it, it can keep you stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. First, let's break down what each mindset means. Scarcity mentality is the belief that there's never enough, whether it's money, opportunities, time, or resources. People with this mindset often feel like they're competing for limited resources and that they have to fight for their share. They believe that if someone else succeeds, it somehow takes away from their own success. This kind of thinking is deeply rooted in fear. It's the idea that if you don't act fast, or if you don't work hard enough, there won't be enough left for you. If you find yourself constantly stressed about money, feeling like you're always scrambling to make ends meet, or being afraid that the next unexpected expense will throw you off track, you might be operating from a scarcity mindset. This mentality creates a cycle of anxiety, making it harder for you to take positive actions toward your financial goals. When you're in this state of fear, it's tough to think clearly, plan for the future, or recognize opportunities when they arise. On the other hand, there's the abundance mentality. People with an abundance mindset believe that there is more than enough to go around, more money, more opportunities, and more success for everyone. They don't see success as a zero-sum game. Instead, they understand that when others succeed, it doesn't take away from their own potential. In fact, they see the success of others as proof that success is possible for them too. An abundance mindset encourages confidence, openness, and the belief that opportunities are everywhere. It helps you to see beyond immediate obstacles and focus on long-term growth. When you believe there's plenty to go around, you stop hoarding your resources out of fear and start investing, networking, and creating value. You'll find yourself more willing to take risks, more open to new ideas, and more proactive in your financial journey. Here's the key takeaway. Your mindset directly influences how you perceive the world and how you act within it. When you switch from a scarcity mentality to an abundance mentality, you start to see the world as a place full of opportunities instead of limitations. This shift doesn't just change how you think, it changes how you act, the decisions you make, and ultimately your financial outcomes. If you're struggling with a scarcity mindset, don't worry, this is something that can be changed. It starts with being aware of your thoughts and beliefs about money, and then making the conscious decision to see things differently. The moment you embrace an abundance mindset, you'll start attracting opportunities, success, and wealth that you might have missed before. And trust me, the world is full of opportunities waiting for you to seize them. Let's talk about one of the simplest yet most powerful tools you can use to change your mindset: gratitude. You might be thinking, how does being grateful have anything to do with money? The answer is simple. Gratitude shifts your focus. When you focus on what you already have, rather than what you lack, you begin to see the abundance around you. Gratitude trains your brain to recognize opportunities and possibilities instead of limitations. Instead of constantly thinking about what's missing in your life, gratitude helps you appreciate the things that are already working for you. This simple practice of counting your blessings is one of the quickest ways to change your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Here's what happens when you practice gratitude consistently. You begin to attract more of what you're grateful for. Whether it's more opportunities, more resources, or more wealth, it all starts with shifting your mindset. Start small. Every day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as a warm meal or the people around you. Over time, this practice will train your mind to focus on abundance, not lack. Now that we've talked about shifting your mindset, let's dive into another crucial piece of the puzzle: financial intelligence. You see, wealth isn't just about working harder. It's about making smarter decisions with your money. And the foundation of those decisions comes from understanding how money works. Financial intelligence is the ability to manage money wisely, make informed investments, and understand the principles of wealth building. It's not something you're born with, it's something you develop over time. And here's the thing, the more you know about managing your money, the more opportunities you'll see. Now let's talk about the most crucial part of this entire journey: taking action. All the knowledge in the world, all the positive thinking, and all the planning won't mean anything unless you take concrete steps toward your goals. Action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. You can have the best mindset and the smartest strategies, but if you don't act on them, nothing will change. The truth is, financial freedom doesn't just come to you, it's something you create by making intentional decisions and taking consistent actions every single day. Maybe you've been holding back, thinking, I'll wait until I'm ready, or I'll start tomorrow. But guess what? Tomorrow never comes. The secret to financial freedom is starting right now with whatever you have. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it shouldn't be perfect. The key is to start and adjust as you go along. Every small step counts, whether it's setting up a budget, starting a side hustle, or investing in a course to learn a new skill. Each action you take builds momentum. The more actions you take, the more you align with the life you want to create. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect time to start, they took action, even when they didn't have all the answers, and that's what you need to do too. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Take action now, and the path to financial freedom will start to reveal itself. Remember, the most powerful tool you have is the ability to act. By taking consistent action today, you will set the foundation for the wealth and freedom you desire tomorrow. So, are you ready to take that first step? Because your future financial freedom starts with what you do right now. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered today. The journey to financial freedom isn't an overnight transformation, it's a process. A journey that starts with changing your mindset, challenging your beliefs about money, and taking consistent action toward your goals. It's about shifting from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance, from fear to confidence, and from doubt to clarity. The road ahead may not always be smooth, and there will be obstacles along the way. But remember, every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. The key is to keep moving forward, even when things seem tough. The more you embrace the journey, the more you will grow, both financially and personally. So, where do you start? Begin with what you can control right now. Start shifting your beliefs. Take action, and most importantly, stay committed to the process. Financial freedom isn't just a destination, it's a mindset, a way of life. You already have everything you need to succeed. The power to change your financial future is in your hands. Now, it's time to take the first step.